Okay, we have some urgent news here for all of my Helium Miner lovers out there, or people looking just to finally get into the Helium network ASAP here because you've been waiting months for your Helium Miners, or you're just not sure what to go with. This is the video for you. We're going to be talking about the minted RAK wireless drop, which is happening tomorrow, December 15th at 8 AM Pacific Standard Time. This drop is going to be huge, just like the last one, and this is going to be your best chance at getting one of these Helium Miners. Now, if you're watching this after December 15th, or if you missed the drop, or you just didn't get any at all, we're also going to be talking about the best and the worst Helium Miners you can possibly buy right now. So make sure you don't buy one that's not going to arrive for probably another year plus, 18 months plus time, right? I want to make sure I set you guys up with the right Helium hotspots if you do not get these RAK wireless drops, and also just so you know which ones you definitely need to avoid and stay away from. Okay, so as many of you already know, RAK minted wireless here is probably your best shot at grabbing a Helium hotspot. These things are in stock, ready to ship within 48 hours. That is right, within 48 hours they usually ship out, meaning no lengthy pre-orders, no pre-orders where you have to wait 6 months, a year time, 8 months, whatever it is. I hate pre-orders. I hate pre-orders so much. I wish manufacturers would stop taking pre-orders and just freaking complete the orders they already have. Like, why are you taking pre-orders when you still have thousands of orders literally on back order? It blows my mind. I don't know. That's just me though, personally. Whatever, no big deal. So I love what Minted here is doing by RAK Wireless. And also we should quickly note here kind of who even is Minted. Obviously it's by RAK Wireless here. Now RAK Wireless was previously working with CalChip as their distributor, but as many of you also probably know, CalChip, well, if there was a book specifically written on how to blue ball all of your customers, CalChip probably took every single page out of that book and is playing it line by line because they have significantly dropped the ball. CalChip has. If there's a way to do business, it's not that. So RAK Wireless essentially decided that they were fed up with CalChip's distributing. They were going to go manufacture their own line, so that way they're not having their brand tarnished as well because their hotspots aren't arriving for months all of a sudden. So RAK Wireless went out, found a new manufacturer, and found a new way to distribute these, and now they're doing limited drops where they actually only sell what they have in stock, and if you are able to get one, it's going to ship within about 48 hours, and you should have it within a week's time. Now, this is not to say that it's just as easy as, going onto the website and placing an order, because it's not. I have tried to get 2 of these last RAK minted drops and failed tremendously. Not been good. Well, to be honest, the first one I did kind of sleep in. I slept about halfway through it, so by the time I got back to it, they were pretty much all gone. But the second one, I was on there right at the time it was launching. I was ready. I had my laptop prioritized on my Wi-Fi network. I had everything else closed and disabled on my laptop. I was refreshing, and was not able to get a single one. And we're going to talk about how you can also increase your odds of getting one. But let's go ahead and jump back over here to the RAK Twitter page really quick. And I suggest you definitely turn on their notifications if you have a Twitter, because this is how I find out about all of the drops before I even get the email. So as you see right here, they're having this drop tomorrow, December 15th at 8 AM in the US, at least 8 AM US Pacific Standard Time. Now, I just want to kind of take a quick second to look at their last drop so we can get an idea of why it's going to be so hard to actually get your hands on one of these freaking things. So their last drop lasted 1 hour and 13 minutes, and that was mostly because their site crashed. It was ridiculous. So they had almost 11,000 miners ready in stock to ship. Now, it was kind of split almost half and half. 6,000 of those were gold spot miners, 5,000 of those were black spot miners. Now, they had 21 million website visits. That is absolutely ridiculous. Unique page visits, 232,000. 460,000 automated attempts blocked, meaning that's the bot protection, because if you know anything about trying to buy anything digital or technology or crypto related right now, bots are pretty much the bane of our existence. I hate them with everything I have. I wish there was more things people would do to disable bots and get rid of them, but they did a pretty good job at stopping it. So as you see, this is going to be extremely competitive. They had only 11,000 units in stock and over 232,000 unique visitors on the page. So your odds of getting 2 are so slim. Your odds of getting 1 are just as slim as well. These drops are so freaking competitive. Now you have the gold spot miner and the black spot miner. And I'll just quickly talk about the difference between these if you don't know. The gold spot is it's really just like the color, honestly, and you get VIP support. And I believe the gold spot costs $100 extra. I believe last time the gold spot was $479 and the black spot was $399. So $79, $100 difference, whatever. And the only difference between them is, yeah, like I said, the VIP support and the gold is going to come with also 8 gigabytes of RAM. Now, don't be fooled by that. That doesn't necessarily mean you're going to mine more, right? There is no performance difference in these two miners. 8 gigabytes of RAM might just give you a slight advantage in the long term, playing out that it might last a little bit longer than the 4 gigabytes of RAM version. But other than that, there's no performance difference in these two models. So just get whichever one you literally can. It's going to be so competitive, it does not even matter which one you get. Now, I will admit, of course, I want the gold one. The gold one looks way cooler. Why would I not want the gold one? That's obviously going to be the one I'm going for, but I'm definitely going to have another computer running trying to get the black spot one. So now let's talk about strategy here and how you can increase your odds of getting one of these. Okay, now let's talk strategy here. So you're definitely going to make sure you're ready to go at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, whatever time that is for you. I would be ready at 30 minutes before. I would have your laptop open, your phone open, any other browsers you have. Maybe if your partner or so your friend has another laptop, whatever, have a few different things going. For me, I have this laptop. I'm going to have my girlfriend's laptop. I'm going to have my phone. I'm going to have my girlfriend's phone. I'm going to have my dad trying. I'm going to have my brothers trying. We're all going to be trying because seriously, guys, these are going to be that freaking competitive to try and get your hands on one. Last drop, I was on there literally right on the dot. I had my phone, my laptop going. I had multiple browser windows open and nothing. I could not get through to that checkout page no matter what. I mean, I was literally slamming Command R, refreshing, slamming that refresh button, and just absolutely nothing. So to increase your odds, have a few different browser windows open, meaning like I have my main profile here, have another profile open, maybe have an incognito window open, have your phone going, have a friend or a couple friends trying to get in on this. Next thing you want to make sure you absolutely do here is already upload and save your card information into Google, into Safari, Firefox, whatever it is you're using. Upload your card information and all of your autofill stuff. That way, right when you get to that checkout, it's just one click. Everything fills out. You just have to usually put in your card security number. So boom, 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 and then hit checkout, okay? Because you do not want to be fiddling around, whipping out the old credit card, trying to read that number, trying to type in the number, trying to type in your billing address, all that. That stuff is going to slow you down and it is going to screw you. I guarantee it will screw you if you're trying to take time to type in credit cards. Also, I should note, they do not take cryptocurrency. It's only credit and debit cards, and they accept most major ones like Visa, Amex, and MasterCard. So those are a quick few tips on how you can actually increase your odds of getting one of these. Now let's go ahead and talk about some of the best and the worst Helium hotspots you can actually buy right now. So if you did miss that Helium drop, I am sorry. That truly sucks. I'm not even sure that I'm going to get it tomorrow, and I am beyond nervous. Now let's talk about some of these different ones out here. So we already mentioned any cal chip devices. Please, for the love of all that is good, stay away from cal chip. Same with Nebra. Do not order from Nebra. I'm also begging you. And Syncrobit. If you are ordering from any one of these three companies, your wait time is going to be over a year. There are people who ordered Syncrobits, Nebras, and any other cal chip ones back like last March and are still freaking waiting. And these companies are just the epitome of blue balling, not even updating people, not updating batch orders or anything. So just please do not order a Helium hotspot from these three people. They're not the ones you're going to want to go with. Then there is Bobcat. Bobcat is essentially like the Apple of the Helium network. They are seriously a manufacturing machine. They are pumping out these things so freaking fast, day and night, just pumping out these Helium miners. As you see right here, they have 142,000 hotspots with about 50,000 onboards remaining. And with another 50,000 hotspots remaining to be onboarded, and with 400,000 hotspots on the network right now, that literally means Bobcat essentially controls about 50% of the network. So if there is a trusted manufacturer to go with on the pre-order at least, it's going to be Bobcat. These people are pumping out these things. They're actually sending out somewhat of updates on their batch orders on what things are going out, constantly updating people at least somewhat, especially when you compare to these three, CalChip, Nebra, and Syncrobit. Do not go with those. Bobcat is probably going to be your best bet at getting one. They are actually pumping those things out like crazy. I mean, the good way to tell here, guys, which are the best and worst ones to go with, look how many they have. Long AP, only 700 hotspots out there. Probably don't want to go with that. RAK Wireless, 24,000 with 127 onboarding. I mean, that's pretty good, right? Because they're shipping those out immediately, and they've only done 2 drops so far. Curling only 2,000. SenseCap is also another reliable one, at least in my opinion. Their shipping is also gonna be pretty long, if not longer than like Bobcats. But I actually have a SenseCap right now, and I personally love my SenseCap. I've had no issues with it at all. So SenseCap is pretty good. I would definitely recommend SenseCap. But if you are ordering one right now, Bobcat is probably going to be the way to go. Now, Linksat was one of those ones. They are accepting pre-orders, telling people that they're gonna have them out pretty soon. I actually was in contact with Linksat, and I was trying to use a little bit of that YouTube clout, sue me, whatever. I was trying to get my hands on one of these things so I could review it for you guys and let you know. And so you know what? I kind of already have my personal opinions about Linksat. I do not really like them right now. I would not recommend them. They told me they were going to ship me immediately. I sent them $500. They ghosted me for like 2 weeks and then finally replied and said, hey, it's going to actually take a few months to get your unit out. So to me, that's just kind of a pretty unprofessional thing to do. As you see here, they're still taking pre-orders right now for some reason when they only have 624 on the network and 24 onboards remaining. So as you can see by the onboards remaining, not a lot of people are obviously receiving those, so I would not go with Linksat either. Now the next one down the list is also Panther X. They're also taking pre-orders right now. They also already have a surprising amount out there, 16,000 with about 2,000 remaining for onboarding. And so not bad so far for them, seeing that they didn't launch that long ago. The only big problem I have with them, although while it does look cool, and I did try to reach out to them as well, but no response. I don't have as much clout as like Voscoin with like 500,000 subs. I've only got my 26k subs. I'm trying to flex to get, early access to these miners, and it's not working. Anyways, though, we come down here to this little thing right here that they will arrange delivery within 45 days after order, meaning that they're not even going to mention how fast it's going to get to you until at least 45 days after you order. So after 2 months, they will then tell you about how long it's going to take for delivery. So that's the only thing about that I do not really like that much. So when we go back to this page here, honestly, the top winner to go with here is Bobcat. I think by far Bobcat is going to be your best bet for buying a Helium miner that is going to get to you the fastest, just because they are just manufacturing these things so incredibly fast around the clock, and they control almost half of the network already. And that just proves that they are a manufacturing powerhouse. So let's sum this up. Your best bet, if you're watching this right now, get the RAK minted ones. Whichever one you can get your hands on, that's going to be your best bet right now if you're trying to get one as soon as possible. If you can't get a RAK minted drop, your next best bet, I think, is ordering from Bobcat. Yeah, it's going to take a couple months, but it's better than ordering from someone like Nebra, CalChip, Linksat, these other ones where you're going to order it and they're not going to get back to you for weeks, not post any updates on socials, and then a year and a half later, you finally get an update that it's shipping to you, right? You want to stay away from those situations. So go with Bobcat, try and get this RAK drop tomorrow, guys. Good luck to all of you guys. Also, I should mention, I did make a Discord server. I'll put the link down in the description below. Go ahead and join that for me. I'm always in there trying to give tips for people who are mining helium, talking about upcoming drops, all of that other good stuff. So make sure you go check out that Discord server down below. Also, I'm thinking next week I will be doing a live stream where I'm going to review your guys' hotspots live. You'll send me your hotspot name like in the chat, whatever, and I'll search up your name and try and tell you how you can increase your earnings to hopefully, make more helium every month, obviously. And I will obviously announce that first in my Discord, the live. Go check out that Discord down below. We talk about all other kinds of good stuff, guys. That said, good luck everyone trying to get this gold spot miner tomorrow. I'm going to be in there going hard with a few different laptops, a few different phones running. Pray for you, boy. I'm praying for you guys. And with that said, I'll see you on the next one.